Hello and welcome to Sigen CNI Inverter Installation Guide video. This series will demonstrate how to mount, wire, and commission the product. Unpack the inverter and check that the items in the package are complete. Remember to check for any damage. This series can only be a supplement to the installation guide. Please read through the entire installation guide before installing or operating Sigen CNI inverter. Choose the proper installation site based on the site selection requirements in the guide. Required clearance space is also essential to keep the product away from other objects nearby. Sigen CNI inverter should be installed vertically. Before you start the installation process, please prepare the protective equipment, installation tools, and required cables in advance. Inverter installation methods. This video uses support mounting as an example. Take out and connect two mounting brackets with the bracket connector. Install the mounting bracket to the support with 4 M8 expansion bolts. At least 3 persons are required to install the inverter to the mounting bracket. Please note the mounting position on the back of the inverter. Secure the connection plates on both sides. The installation is complete. Before you start, get familiar with the wiring area of the inverter. Before connecting cables, ensure that DC switch is in the off state and the AC line is disconnected. Prepare a PE cable. Connect the PE cable to the PE point. Open the maintenance compartment door. Remove protective cover for AC cable. Remove the sealing plate. Cut a routing hole of the appropriate size based on the cable diameter. Prepare an AC power cable. Remove an appropriate length of the jacket and insulation layer from the wires. Crimp OT terminals and install heat shrink tubing. Put the sealing plate on the AC power cable. Select an appropriate AC switch in accordance with local industry standards and regulations. Connect the AC power cable. Secure the wire to corresponding terminals. Put the 5-core sealing plate on the single-core AC power cable. Connect the AC power cable. Apply fireproof sealant if the seal is damaged or sealing failure occurs after cables are routed. Install protective cover for AC cable. Close the maintenance compartment door. Prepare positive and negative DC terminals in sequence as required. Crimp the positive and negative metal terminals onto the positive and negative cables respectively. Measure the voltage between the connectors. Remove the dust-proof caps and insert the positive and negative connectors into the corresponding positive and negative DC input terminals of the inverter. Disassemble the RJ45 cable connector. Connect the cable to RJ45 connectors. Crimp the RJ45 connector using an RJ45 crimping tool. Insert the connectors into RJ45 network ports. Disassemble the COM cable connector. Here is an example of RS485 signal cable connection. Route the RS485 cables through the connector and strip the wires. Insert the connector into the COM port. Insert the Sigen communication module into the USB port. Tighten with positive rotation. Prepare 2 DC power cables. Remove an appropriate length of the insulation layer from the wires. Crimp DT terminals. Disassemble the protectors. Route the DC cables through the protectors and assemble together. Connect the DC power cables. Insert the connectors into Sigen stack network ports, RJ45-3. Install the fixing bracket of the DC power cables with the inverter. Install the DC power cables with the fixing bracket. Check the following items before starting the system. System power on. Set DC switch 1 and DC switch 2 to on. Scan the SN code. Add a new system and fill out system details. Confirm and next. You can manually set and modify some function parameters of the power station. Conduct a one-click full system check to identify any potential issues with the installation. Now you have successfully added a new system. Click to check the real-time status of the system and device.